The fairy tale marriage between Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker seems like it has taken a dark turn that nobody expected. The couple had gained tons of media attention when Travis proposed to her on the beach in Montecito after dating for less than a year in 2021. Their budding romances grew, and they eventually got married in the most lavish way possible. They even had 3 beautiful ceremonies. Kourtney's kids were initially not ready to have Travis in their lives, but eventually agreed to their marriage and accepted Travis into the family. After a year of marriage, Kourtney announced her pregnancy at Travis's concert in the most romantic way possible. All was going too well for Kourtney, and fans really thought that someone from the Kardashians could actually have a stable relationship, but this didn't last long as their relationship took a drastic turn. According to internal sources, Travis Barker has divorced Kourtney due to the extreme involvement of Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian in the couple's life. But what could possibly go wrong in this seemingly perfect relationship? How did things take a wild turn into Travis divorcing Kourtney? And even more importantly, how is Kris Jenner involved in all of this? This is exactly what we are going to know about in today's video, so make sure to stick around until the end so you don't miss a single juicy detail. Also, before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss another celebrity drama. Let's start from the beginning. Kourtney Kardashian is Kris Jenner's eldest daughter and has always been quite different from her other sisters. While each one of her sisters was letting Kris take control of their lives, Kourtney was against the idea of letting her mom make decisions for her. She has always embraced the idea of her individuality and has presented her views even when they were different from others. But this doesn't resonate with the Kardashians, and as each one of you might have noticed, the Kardashians do not encourage individuality. Rather, they choose to look like each other's perfect clones. Everything in their lives is decided by Kris Jenner, like what brands the daughters are going to promote, what careers they will choose, what businesses they are going to create, and even the fact that who are they going to get into a relationship with. The Kardashian-Jenner family has had troubling relationships throughout history. If we take a moment and look at that, you'll understand what I'm trying to imply. Kris Jenner got married to Rob Kardashian and then cheated on him with Todd Waterman, and Kourtney was the only one at that time who opposed this and said that Kris ruined their family. Later, Kris got married to Bruce Jenner, now referred to as Caitlyn Jenner. Both of them ended their relationship too. After this, Kris only focused on raising her daughters to become similar humans like herself. She decided their relationships, and most of them to date, have turned out to be a disaster. Rob Kardashian Jr. has seemingly been absent in the lives of the sisters, and has never made remarkable appearances on their show, The Kardashians. It is alleged that Kris abandoned her to give undivided attention to her daughters, which has turned Rob's life into a mere failure. The internet has never left a moment to take a dig at her for the fact that she is not a mentally present mother. Rather, she uses her kids for fame and money. And this is exactly what is being replicated by her other daughters, including Kim, Khloe, and Kylie, who are now mothers themselves. But Kourtney was always quite different from the tribe. She never resonated with the idea of letting her mom take control of her lifestyle. Her different opinions and promoting individuality have often been the center of major debates and arguments within the family. Everyone in the family was quite against the thought of letting Kourtney marry Travis Barker. These concerns were raised by Kris, Kim, and Khloe because they worried about their status in the industry. And Travis Barker has not had a good enough history on his own. Rather, on many occasions, he has been framed as a cheat. He allegedly cheated on his wife, Shanna Moakler, who told the press that she found explicit text messages being shared between Travis and Kim Kardashian. You heard that right? Travis later accepted being attracted to Kim, but he also briefly dated Paris Hilton, who was the best friend of Kim at the time. Now, someone with this troubled history fell in love with Kourtney. Both of them were quite enjoying their dating and their marriage. Their passionate love story got tons of media attention because they seemed perfectly in love with each other. When the two got married, their wedding was also covered for the show. They had 3 ceremonies in total, and the wedding was a blast for the family. Everyone seemed very happy about Travis and Kourtney getting together. Fans even gave them a couple name, and #Kravis was trending all over social media. Later, the couple also welcomed a baby into their life recently in the year 2023. You see how everything seems perfect in this couple's life, and they are soulmates who found each other, and now it is only happily ever after. However, this was never the case. Kris Jenner never approved of this relationship, and neither did Kim or Khloe. All of them liked Scott Disick, even though everyone knew how hard it was for Kourtney to stay with Scott. That relationship was hard on Kourtney. This has always been the case for the family. Whenever Kourtney has tried making a decision on her own, she is treated like a nobody. This changed when she got married to Travis, and the couple decided to distance themselves from the Kardashians. Travis prioritized her, respected her boundaries, and embraced her individuality rather than her own family, who wanted her to focus on her career. Now, I'm not saying that Travis is the perfect husband here. What happens next is going to shock you. According to some internal sources, Travis Barker has filed for divorce from Kourtney without her knowledge, and has even filed for the custody of their son Rocky. It is alleged that he got frustrated because of the extreme involvement and controlling behavior of Kris Jenner. which is detrimental to his son's well-being, and does not want her presence to be near his son. All of this was not a surprise for Kourtney, as she knows about the unfaithful nature of Travis and how he's been accused of cheating multiple times. It is questionable why Kourtney would choose such a guy who has had a terrible past with relationships, even when she is fully aware of how things have gone south for her in the past. What makes the situation worse is the fact that the rumors of Kim's affair with Travis resurfaced after the birth of their child. Imagine being in this situation, when you have just delivered a child with your husband and the whole internet talks about the alleged affair of your husband with your sister. This drama further escalated into a heated argument between the sisters, turning this into a physical fight. Both of them slapped each other, and Kim got over Kourtney completely. This happened because Kim shared an incident that occurred between her and Travis, and accepted sharing an intimate moment with her sister's husband. She admitted to her fault but said that she did not have any feelings for him, and this revelation just made their relationship worse. Despite this fight, it is said that Travis tried to pursue Kim after this fight, and when she found out what was happening, she distanced herself from Travis for a few days. After this event, both Travis and Kourtney were invited to a party as a couple recently. They thought it would be nice of them to make amends now to calm the situation. So they decided to attend that event, but Travis cheated on Kourtney again. It is alleged that Kourtney saw Travis making out with another woman at the party, which made Kourtney furious at him. She started shouting in front of everyone present at the party, and both of them stormed off. Later Kourtney asked Travis unseriously if he wanted a divorce, and she thought Travis would try to get her back, but that did not happen. Rather, he agreed on having a divorce, and Kourtney did not expect this, but thought it would be right to end this relationship. Now, what is deeply concerning about this situation is the fact that Kim has shown no remorse for her actions that led to the failed marriage of her sister. And this behavior of Kim was enabled by Kris. And you might be wondering, why would Kris do that to her own daughter? The answer is simple. Kourtney never complied with the way of living Kris had to offer. She never accepted choosing money over family and had always focused on a life where she wanted happiness. This is exactly what she thought Travis provided her. She thought he understood her deeply, even though he was just a control freak and was exploiting Kourtney. He even made her dress in a certain way, act in a certain way, so basically Kourtney had to comply with new rules that Travis made. The ironic tragedy of this situation is that Kourtney escaped her family to not be controlled by her mother and her sisters, only to settle for a guy who did much worse than just controlling her. It is so sad for Kourtney that she cannot believe her family, her blood, and even her husband. An insider source revealed that family meetings always tensed her because the connection between Kim and Travis was uncomfortable. Everyone in the family said she is thinking too much about it, and there is nothing to worry about. But later, she found out her speculations were true, and Kris knew about this affair all along, but did nothing about it. Another incident worth mentioning is that it is reported Travis always disappears from his tours, and not even his band members know about his whereabouts. Kourtney said that he was often unreachable whenever he was out of the city, and this created more friction in their relationship. After this recent feud, Kourtney is separated from Travis and totally blames Kim for her disastrous relationship. The rift between the sisters is not new in the family. During Kourtney's wedding, Kim made attempts to gain attention, and when Travis's son was giving a soulful speech, she interrupted her in such an emotional moment. Months later, on a call recorded on the show, Kourtney shouted at Kim, telling her, "You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding and you couldn't be happy for me." When Kim said, "You have become a different person now," Kourtney responded, "Yes, and I don't need you guys anymore." Kim has blamed it all on Travis and said that she was never at fault because he used to pursue her all the time. There have been multiple occasions when Kourtney tried to acknowledge this underlying issue in the family. But as you all know, Kris didn't bother listening to Kourtney's problems. Social media users and critics are siding with Kourtney while taking a deep dig onto Kim and Kris being extremely problematic in this situation. Fans have even criticized Travis for being a cheat, and they have shown full support to Kourtney. I personally find it hard to believe that something like this can even happen in a family. I mean, imagine being neglected by your own family and husband while all of them are together, conspiring against you. It is so unfortunate for Kourtney, even though she is the nicest person in the family. But what do you guys think? Why does Kim hate Kourtney so much that she ruined her wedding? And even more importantly, how come Kris or any other family member have never intervened into this? Why did no one tell Kim what she was doing was simply wrong? There are new updates on this drama, as there is so much we don't know yet. Stay tuned for more such updates. Let me know down in the comments, and with that being said, thanks for watching, and until next time.